Howdy, I'm Kurt Williams, and these are the comics I bought today. I know I haven't even gotten around to reviewing the comics that I said I would review from last week, and I'm sorry, I really want to. I've just been so busy with this MCR show coming up. I think I've only read one issue that came out last week. But I've got a lot of work done, so this week is a little bit easier on my schedule. I should be able to actually review some of this and catch up to last week. So if you see something in this video you want to know more about, just let me know. First up is issue 4 of The Deviant by James Tynion IV and Joshua Hickson. I love this series. I've got videos up on issue 1 and I think issue 3. It's really excellent stuff. Great storytelling from a couple guys who know what they're doing. I absolutely recommend picking this up for yourself. Next is issue 5 of Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. If you've heard anything about comics lately, you've probably heard about this, and it is as good as people are saying it is. Love this series. Issue 3 of Arbone's Dust by Ben Stenbeck I'm also really excited about. I review every issue of this. The story is incredibly simple and profound, but the art is just amazingly good. If you're not reading this, you should be. Issue 4 of Zawa by Michael Dialynas, I don't really know how you say his name, is out today, and I've been really trying to get a review video out for this series because it has a lot of charm. This is a very lovingly crafted series, and the first time I read through it I thought it was a little bit childish, but now that I've been going through it again and taking notes on it, I'm finding a lot more about it that I appreciate. If you like Jeff Smith's Bone, or if you liked Scotty Young's Twig miniseries that came out I think last year, maybe the year before, this is in that same vein of like cartoony, adventure-y stuff. It's really good. Issue 2 of Fall of the House of X is here, and it's got this very misleading cover because we got Pepe Larraz on the art, but he's not on the interior art. It's kind of disappointing interior art, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of Lucas Werneck. I remember being not super impressed by the first issue, but not totally disappointed either, so we'll see if it gets better in issue 2. Wolverine issue 43 is part 3 of the Sabretooth War, which is a very, very graphic series they've got going on right now. I'm having fun with it. I think plenty of people don't like that Sabretooth has a whole army of alternate dimension Sabretooths, but I can suspend my disbelief long enough to enjoy it. Issue 4 of Petrolhead by Rob Williams and Pi Par. I've also been really enjoying this series. There's a lot of really funny, unique stuff going on in this series. I've been wanting to review it, but I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it and also finding time to make more review videos. It's a really good, like, future dystopia mixed with cyberpunk, and there's also, like, Hot Wheels racing, and artificial intelligence is taking over. There's a lot going on, but it doesn't feel busy. It feels like a well-rounded, filled-out world building type comic. Next is issue 1 of Blue Book 1947 by James Tynion IV. I picked up the first issue of the regular Blue Book series when that came out a while ago, and my budget wasn't what it is now, so I didn't keep collecting it because it didn't really impress me. But I like this art style. It's got that retro 50s kind of get smart looking vibe to it. It's good alien conspiracy content. Next is issue 1 of Displaced by Ed Brisson and somebody whose last name is too freaking long. I don't know anything about this. I hadn't heard of it. The art style doesn't look all that fantastic, honestly, but I like Ed Brisson usually, so I figured I would try it. Next is issue 4, the final issue of Faceless and the Family by Matt Lesniewski. I made a video about this series before, and if you watched that, then you know that I don't really love this series, but you have to admit that Matt Lesniewski has a very unique art style. So I'm not collecting this series for my personal enjoyment so much as just rounding out my collection and my understanding of comic art. The writing isn't great, but the art is worth buying it for. Next, I finally bought something DC. This is issue 1 of Red Hood the Hill by Sean Martinbrough and Sanford Green, a couple dudes I've never heard of. I don't know much about Red Hood. I just figured this is an issue 1, so it's a great jumping on point for someone who doesn't know much about DC at all, like me. We'll see how it is. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. Generally, I don't enjoy DC stuff as much as Marvel stuff, and I definitely didn't want to pick up issue 1 of Sinister Sons because that looked just terrible, and I had no frame of reference for any of the characters. Next is issue 1 of The Cabinet by David Ebeltoft, Jordan Hart, and Chiara Raimondi. I don't know anything about this series either, but I like picking up new number 1s. The art style doesn't look that bad. It's consistent, it's got good anatomy, good form, there's good composition in these panels and the layouts. I don't really love the lettering, but that's kind of what you get when you don't specifically hire a comic letterer. So I don't know, might be good. Not my favorite cover ever. We'll see if it reflects the inside. Then I've got issue 2 of Vengeance of the Moon Knight by Jed Jed MacKay and Alessandra Cappuccio. I don't really care about the character or what's going on in the series right now, but I do really enjoy these David Finch covers. It's a totally new direction for him. He's doing like what looks like his own painting, and I really like it. So I'll probably read it once and then bag and board it and never read it again. We'll see. Then I've got issue 3 of The Ministry of Compliance by John Ridley and Stefano Raphael. This is a series that I've been wanting to review because it's pretty good. I mean, John Ridley is a great writer. I've just had kind of a hard time figuring out what to say about it. Not all of my opinions come to me super fast and super strong. And this comic is good, I just don't have anything noteworthy to say yet. Then I've got issue 3 of Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev's masterpiece. Issue 2 was better than issue 1, but I don't have super high hopes for issue 3. I'm just really getting rubbed the wrong way by Bendis' signature dialogue that he's using in this series. It's over the top and it's kind of annoying. And for whatever reason, the expressions and the body language that Alex Maleev is portraying in here just aren't very good. But I'm still buying the series. I want to give it another chance to turn itself around in my eyes. And then the last thing I bought is issue 3 of Thunderbolts. Not my favorite series. It's by the writing duo of Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, and I usually don't really enjoy things written by them. This series is pretty clearly only coming out to promote the upcoming show or movie. I don't really care. And there was lots of other cool stuff that came out today, but that's pretty much all my wallet can handle for one day, and I'm only gonna get to review maybe 4 of those this week anyway, so let me know which ones you'd like to see a closer look at, and I'll hopefully be able to do that. Also, my new song just came out today, and if you could go give it a listen, that would be really swell. Alright, thanks, bye!